Right then, boys and girls, before we get into today's episode, we have got a little thing called the EFL Cup semi-final draw. We did beat Watford, as you can see on the screen here, 4-0. Mokhtar Mayer with another hat-trick in the tournament, and Jack Baldwin scoring the goal to make it 4-0. As I said, we've got the draw coming up. Big teams in the draw. So we've got Arsenal, Chelsea and West Ham, as well as ourselves. Let's go and see who we have in the next round of the draw. We are out first of the pot at home in the first leg, and we will play West Ham. Out of the three teams there, West Ham was probably the team I wanted. And then Arsenal will play Chelsea in the other semi-final. So it could be another really good way of getting some silverware this season. Right then, draw out the way, roll the titles. So here we are then, boys and girls, the game against Liverpool will be our first game today. We are at home against Liverpool, which is great. Great win in midweek against Watford, 4-0 at home. And that will put us against West Ham in January. And then the final, if we do get through, will be in February as always. So let's get straight into it today. Let's go and see who is going to start the game against Liverpool. So we have got a couple of days in between us and Liverpool. We've never beaten them in 6 matches, as you see there. Never beaten them. Drawn quite a few times, 5 matches, and they have beaten us in 1 match. Find ourselves third. United have already played, so we do need a win to keep up with United and City at the top of the table. Liverpool find themselves in 8th. It looks like they're going to be playing a 4-1-4-1. Trent Alexander-Arnold is out, as is a couple of other players there as well. And this is the team. We got Berkey in goal, Walker-Peters, Kimpembe, Komar and Castro are the back 5. Gould, Escobar and Fossum, the usual trio in the middle there. Escobar's just coming back from fitness, 83% match sharpness, so should be okay to pretty much get through the rest of the game today, which will be great. Balak in the advanced playmaker role, and then we've got Calido and Santimina as the front 2. We are slight favourites, 5-4 on. They are 7-4. Any other big teams playing today? So Chelsea away at Derby and Tottenham away at Southampton. So some really important games there. Mane is going to be up top. Draxler at left back. Will Hughes in the middle. Henderson in the defensive midfielder role. Klein at right back. Riedeveld at left back. They brought in Areola, the wonder kid goalkeeper as well. And then Guedes is given us a little bit of jip over the last few games that we've played Liverpool. So hopefully we can keep him quiet and then get a really good result and keep our morale and all of our confidence going forward into the very important Monaco game. As I said, in the Monaco game, only need a point to get through to the next round of the Champions League. If not, it'll be Europa League football, and we'll be bringing you all the European football that we can going forward up until the end of this season. First highlight of the game, 15 minutes gone. They send a massive ball forward and Liverpool then just get it down on the ground to play some football. Hughes now getting closed down by Fossum, but he finds Guedes down the right-hand side, and Walker-Peters does make that tackle there. Great tackle there by Walker-Peters. Kimpembe's got the ball, but we're trying to find Mina, and we're trying to find them long balls, but Guedes again, one-on-one with Walker-Peters, gets the ball into Mane, and that is 1-0 to Liverpool. Haven't started this game in any kind of shape or form. It's been a bit scrappy from us. We're trying to find long balls forward to Santimina. Not our way of playing football. We generally like to keep it on the deck and play really short and sharp passing. But here it is in 3D. Guedes down this right hand side. It's a lovely ball in to Mane. Kimpembe just loses him there in the middle, and it's 1-0 to the Reds. So we're going to look for the overlap. We're going to go a little bit wider and keep everything else where it is. We're going to remove stick to position, and just be a little bit freer. Santimina has collided with Semedo, but seems to be gaining fitness yet again. Gould into Mina now, into Fossum. He can hit them, and he does. Ivor Fossum, what a hit that was. Stunning hit. It's his first goal of the season, and we're 15 games in, and he gets us back into the game just over the half-hour mark. Walker-Peters into Gould and gets it to Santimina, who was struggling with a little bit of an injury, a little bit of a knock, but Fossum hits it from absolutely nowhere, 18 yard, just outside of 18-yard box, and he puts it into the top right-hand corner, one apiece. Sanson now, 5 minutes before half-time, and Jordan Henderson is there with the second goal for Liverpool. He gets ahead of 3 or 4 different defenders there. Let's see how this goes in. Sanson, lovely ball in. And Jordan Henderson, unmarked, he gets away from 4 or 5 different defenders, plus Berkey in goal. And the Scousers go back up 2-1. It's been an action-packed first half. Santimina is still struggling. I might bring Mayer on because he has played really, really well, and bring Kalido in that false 9 position. Kimpembe not having the best of game on a 6.3. I'm going to keep him out there for a little bit longer. And I'm just going to get really aggressive. Come on, I'll show a little bit of desire. I'm going to go back down to standard as well, because they have got a lot of pace on the break, with Mane up front and Draxler on the left hand side. But hopefully we can get something from this. We do need a win to keep up with the Manchester clubs, really, to be fair. Hopefully Maya can bring the EFL form that he's had into this game. 15 minutes gone. Going to go attacking. We've made all 3 changes. Hopefully it will bring us something in the final remaining stages of this game. Here we go. Walker-Peters on this left-hand side. Into Llorente. Into Kalido. Finds Fossum on the outside of the box. He hits it again and he hits the post. What a hit by Ivor Fossum. And I think that could be our final chance, really, to be fair. Nothing else coming from this game. Or from the final 10 minutes anyway. Coming up to injury time now. It's going to be 2 minutes of injury time, and that is absolutely flown by. They've hit us with the 1-2 Liverpool, and we are now 6 points away from City and 5 points away from United in second. And that is Peterborough United 1, Liverpool 2. And it doesn't put us in great form going into Monaco. We're unlucky today. They kind of hit us on the quick 1-2. Scored just after we did, really. We had more shots, more possession, but wasn't to be. We stay third, we stay in the Champions League spots, but we need City and United to really slip up to even kind of contemplate going for the league. But we go again. It is going to be Monaco now coming up. Big game. We need at least a draw against Monaco to even get through to some sort of European football. And I'll see you when I'm there. But before we get to Monaco, we have the FA Cup third round draw again as well today. So we've brought you 2 draws today. Let's see who we get in the third round of the FA Cup. We're just going to quickly flick through all of these. Monaco, Man United, Burnley, Chelsea City. Massive game in the third round. First round for the Premier League sides, of course. Still not out of the hat just yet. Peterborough, here we go. And we're going to be at home to League 2 Crawley. Draw the teams now. That will be another game, really, for the rotation side. Give games to the rotation side, people like the youngsters as well, Sammy Hill, Alan Riley and Tim Joyce. But that's the draw for the third round of the FA Cup. Crawley at home at the Noel Cantwell Stadium. But we go forward and it will be Monaco at home. Here we are then. We are here at the Noel Cantwell Stadium and we are looking for European football in some way, shape or form. Champions League will be great, if not Europa League. The team pretty much remains exactly the same as the team that lost to Liverpool, but we bring in Josh Timon at left back, who's come in and done really, really well when he's played in the rotation side, just because Walker-Peters is suspended, as is Timothy Fosu-Mensah as well. So people like Alan Riley come onto the bench and make it a little bit stronger there as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to get the Porto and the final score up as well. Iheanacho up top, leading the line. Lamar behind him. Mbappe at the right and the right hand side. Saul in the middle. Rugani still there. Mendy still there. Scuff it in goal as well. So it's a hell of a side. Toure going to tackle him hard, and we're going to leave it as is. Do it for the fans. Come on, boys. Important match for us. Let's go. Let's really, really be up for this. We have to. If you're not up for this, you're in the wrong game. You really are. You shouldn't be playing professional football. Going to get the late scores in, and we're going to get the Porto score in there. So Feyenoord and Porto are just there, as you can see. And let's carry on. We need a big performance from our boys. Really disappointed against Liverpool. Didn't really turn up in that game. Already going to knock it down to standard because they seem to be attacking quite well on control, and we're not going to really control this game. We're going to be sitting back and hopefully using a little bit of pace that we have to get them on the counter attack. 20 minutes gone, nothing really happened. Seem to be coming into the game ever so slightly. Timon now at left back gets the ball in, but Toure nips in front of Mina, and Vasquez is going to get the ball up to Kelechi, but good block there from Kimpembe, and we play the ball out nice and on the floor, a bit more like Peterborough United, and Mina takes an audacious shot there. Porto are beating Feyenoord, so that means we have to draw this game now. We have to get at least a point to go through, but we already knew that going into the game. 10 minutes before half time, anything else that's going to happen, Mina coming to the side, and he's having a bit of an iffy patch of form at the minute. But Feyenoord have hit back on the 43rd minute. That does wonders for us to going through into the Champions League, and that is half time for us. Mina not having the best of games at all. I'm gonna leave him out there for a little bit longer, but I might have to make that change. Keep going out there. We've been unlucky. Let's carry on. I'm going to get really assertive with him and say I'm not happy with his performance. See if he looks fired up. Yes, he does. That's brilliant. Just what I want to see. Ask Pereira to take all the rest, and we go out for the second half. 2 games that nothing has really happened. I mean, all the action in the Liverpool game was in the first half, and other than the opening opportunity for Kelechi to really get in behind us, but haven't really happened. Mina is having an awful game. Feyenoord, as you can see there, are down to 10 men, literally within kind of 4 or 5 minutes of the second half. So Porto will be absolutely battering that Feyenoord goal in the second half. So Mina's going to come off. Maya's going to go on. Can he play in the false 9? Yes, he can. I'm going to leave him there in the false 9. Balek's going to come off, and Ward-Prowse is going to go on. And I'm going to bring Fossum off, and I'm going to bring Llorente on and see what that does to the team. And fresh legs in the middle of midfield, and fresh legs up top. Maya up top with Colido should be and could be a fantastic partnership once they gel together. That's literally destroyed the time. 4 or 5 minutes gone. Looks like we're going to get our point and get into the Champions League. Got my eye on the bottom here. 1-1. Here we go. Final seconds of the game. Is it going to be a sting in the tail from Monaco? Sal now out to Fabre. Fabre is going to come inside and find Iheanacho, but he is offside. Tense moments. I think it's going to be the final kick from Berkey. And there we go. Peterborough United 0. Monaco 0. And Peterborough United are in the next round of the Champions League. And we will bring you the draw next episode. Very, very happy with the performance. We did enough. We came out with more shots and more possession like we did against Liverpool. Just couldn't break them down, unfortunately. So we come out with 2 wins, 2 draws and 2 losses, 8 points from our 6 games, which I'd have taken at the start of the campaign. I thought that might see us third. I thought Porto might give us a little bit more, but they didn't. So we're through to the next round of the Champions League, and as you can see there, we're not going to do the draw just today because it's in between another couple of games. Going to bring you the draw next episode, right at the start of the episode, just to see who we get in the first knockout round of the Champions League. Very, very exciting stuff. So actually, looking at it, not the best of episodes today. So we lost to Liverpool 2-1, and we only came out with a 0-0 draw against Monaco. So yeah, not the best. We'll be coming back for the United and the Tottenham games, both away from home. So we'll be coming back at United at Old Trafford and Tottenham at White Hart Lane. They'll be the next games, and we'll bring you all the highlights. So I'll bring you a highlight package of the Bournemouth, of Crystal Palace and the Newcastle game, as well as the Champions League draw on top of all that as well. So that's it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. You don't want to miss out on any more content that's going to be coming forward in the next few weeks and months. And until next time, I'll see you soon.